As many of you know who follow my videos, I like a really stepwise approach to our performance journey. Today, let's talk about the strength phase of the FAST principle. If you haven't seen the FAST principle, please check out my other videos, because today I'm going to focus solely on the S, the strength.
Perfect.
My name is Shayan Safar. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, a board-certified orthopedic clinical specialist, and the owner of Unity Physical Therapy. I'm also a professional stuntman, breakdancer, and competitive martial artist. Strength is a really fun word that we like to use in the strength and conditioning community, physical therapy, performance training, because who doesn't want to get stronger, right? You're able to lift more weight, you're able to push more. It's a really great tool in order for us to be able to do more with our life. What is strength? To break it down simply for this context, let's say it's your ability to move a certain weight or hold a certain weight. However, one of the really interesting things that we often get confused with is what's called hypertrophy. Hypertrophy means muscle size, like getting the muscle bigger. Now, although they're correlated, right? So if you work on hypertrophy, you'll probably get a little stronger, and if you work on strength, your muscles will get a little bit bigger. They actually are two different programs that you're going to go for. Hypertrophy is kind of that classic bodybuilding where you're kind of just pumping out lots of reps so that your muscles get fatigued. They kind of build that lactic acid, causes a little bit of damage to it. When it recovers, the muscle gets thicker and thicker over time. Strength is actually more about recruiting the nervous system to be able to get that muscle to do more. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of hypertrophy along the process, but it looks different. And the big difference is how we train that. For muscle hypertrophy, like I said, you're going to do more repetitions. Honestly, you can do it to like 30 reps. You just want to get that muscle really tired, and honestly crank out a couple more. You should feel a burn. That's honestly one of the best ways to do muscle hypertrophy. It's more about volume. Strength, on the other hand, is more about intensity. You really just want to do about 3 to 5 reps at 70 to 85% of your 1 rep maximum. In order to work on strength, again, I always advise that you go see a clinician, whether it's a physical therapist or MD, before you start a program, to be safe, because everyone's body is different. And with a 1 rep maximum training, you're essentially trying to see how much can you do. And so oftentimes people are lifting heavy weight. So I don't recommend doing this alone. This is something that often doing it with a coach, a partner, clinician is a great idea. There are some equations that you can find to sort of calculate your 1 rep max without doing it. But oftentimes for strength training, what you want to find out is what is the absolute limit that you can lift, push, press, pull in 1 repetition, because in order to get better at it, you're going to work just a little bit below that, but for multiple reps. Dr. Andy Galpin has really kind of famously made this 3 to 5 principle, which means when you're doing the strength training, you're going to do 3 to 5 reps for 3 to 5 sets with 3 to 5 minutes of rest in between for 3 to 5 days a week. Really simple. And what's really interesting to see is that, again, we're only working on a short number of reps. It's the intensity. One of the cool things about strength training is, again, it's more about practice. We're not necessarily trying to damage those muscles. We're trying to teach those muscles to do more. And in some cases, people will even do strength training on the same muscle group multiple times a day. Granted, they are sufficiently recovered. So if you're trying to work on strength, we first need to make sure that A, we're doing that exercise with a full range of motion, we're recruiting the right muscles, and then now that we're training and working on challenging those muscles enough that they're going to make some nervous system adaptations. Strength is more about the nervous system, where muscle hypertrophy is more about the muscles themselves. That's it, you guys. Strength is actually, to me, one of the more simple ones. The hard part is getting the building blocks to work to that phase. I think oftentimes we run into issues is those first 2 steps that we talked about in previous videos, which is flexibility and then activation. Because if you have good range of motion, you're turning on the right muscles, then strength is really a math equation. What's our 1 rep max? What's 70 to 85% of that? And we just have to make sure that we're doing the right reps and dosage. But we have to make sure we're doing good form. And that's where the flexibility and activation come in. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at UnityPTLA. Look at our website for more information at unityphysicaltherapy.com. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and hope you're all getting stronger.